Hello. Hey everyone.
2 hours later.
No, I hate this. I hate everything I am. Hey everyone, it's me, MotherGamer. This is my new YouTube channel. Obviously I'm not playing a game right now, but I wanted to make this video to kind of introduce myself and explain why I wanted to make a YouTube channel to begin with. A little information about myself. First off, I'm from Ohio in the United States of America, and I've lived here all my life, which is fine. I am a wife of almost 3 years now and a mother of a 6-month-old daughter. So basically why I wanted to start a YouTube channel is in 2018 I found out that I was pregnant for the first time, and my husband and I were very excited about that because I was worried about not being able to get pregnant. I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome when I was 16 years old. So I wasn't even sure that I would be able to get pregnant naturally, or if we were going to have to do a lot of crazy expensive things to try to build our family. But I got pregnant naturally. And I found out in April that I was pregnant, and then in May I started bleeding, and I went to an emergency room, and they told me basically that I was miscarrying. And I went through all of the processes and whatever through that. And so about a week later, I was still bleeding and I was starting to feel like a lot of pain. So I went to another emergency room, the local one here, and they still just said it was miscarriage, basically sent me home. And then 2 days after that, I was passing out from pain, vomiting. I couldn't eat any food. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't walk. I was in just blinding pain, and I honestly don't even remember most of any of that experience, other than sitting on my mom's bathroom floor, and I had my face up against the toilet because it was cold and I was burning up. And I said to her, when I'm feeling better, this is gonna really gross me out. But basically my mom and husband had to rush me to the emergency room, where I passed out again, and the next time I woke up I was in a bed. And yeah, so I found out that I had an ectopic pregnancy, and it was in my right fallopian tube, which had ruptured, and I was bleeding internally. And when I went to the hospital, when they had checked me, I had 650 milliliters of blood inside of my body. So I pretty much almost died. And it kind of changed my life, and it was a really dark period in my life. And so I was off work. I'm also a high school English teacher. So I was off work for like 2 to 3 weeks, and I didn't have anything that I could do because I really wasn't able to walk much. I wasn't able to do anything because they basically did kind of a C-section incision without going into the uterus, and removed that burst fallopian tube and all the blood and all of that stuff, and I had to have blood transfusions and all of that. So then while I was at home doing nothing, unable to really like move much other than to try to go to the bathroom and eat, I started watching a ton of YouTube. And it's not to say that like I never watched YouTube before. I did. I've watched YouTube since like, you know, YouTube existed. You know, all of the stupid things that were on YouTube in the early days of YouTube. But I started really getting into it, and I found some gamers. And I never really thought that I would be interested in watching people play video games on like videos. But then I think back, my entire life I was watching my brother play video games. I was watching my dad play video games. That's what got me into video games. And I mean, I don't know why I didn't think I would like watching people play video games, but whatever. So I watched a few different people playing video games, and you know, a lot of them are like geared towards kids and things, and that's fine. But like, I got bored with them really easily with all the happy, like, oh, we're so scared and we're so happy about whatever, which is fine. Again, it's totally fine. I'm not knocking anybody, but I needed something like more adult. And so I searched up horror games, and I came upon this this YouTuber who is CJU Games, who is my absolute favorite YouTuber ever, and I'll probably have to tag his YouTube channel in this because he entertains me a lot. But I started watching him, and I can't remember the name of the game, but it was like this like Korean or Japanese or something. It was something along those lines, horror game, that they were in this like haunted hospital, and I don't know, it was really like, it just really drove me, it like really drew me in. And I literally watch him every day. Every time he posts something, like, I'm on it almost immediately. If you don't like horror games, he's definitely not your flavor. But if you do, and you don't really like the kiddie stuff, I would definitely suggest him. He's definitely my favorite. And just watching his videos, even if they were horror, and sometimes gory and whatever, like, they really got me through the darkest period of my life, because I was able to kind of, I mean, it's the same thing as when I play video games. I'm able to step outside of my life and immerse myself into something else, some other kind of story. And with watching games on YouTube, watching gamers play games, it was the same thing, but I didn't have to spend money on the games, one. So I really started to get into that, and upon his channel, I stumbled upon all of these other things, and I started to watch Sims channels, and I didn't really think about like enjoying watching The Sims, because The Sims, I love The Sims. I absolutely love The Sims. I have been playing since The Sims 1. But it's like, it's kind of your own experience. And a lot of the time, if you watch someone else play something like that, it's kind of frustrating because they're not playing how you play. And, you know, doing things like that. So I kind of stumbled upon Sims things, and I stumbled upon like Sims challenges, because I have The Sims 4. I played it a little bit. I got really bored with it. I couldn't afford most of the packs. I still don't have most of them, or I still don't have most of the stuff packs and like one game pack right now. I played The Sims 4 like occasionally, but I get bored with it because it's just not there's just not like the storylines and things like that that were in The Sims 2 that I really enjoyed, and kind of like messing with those storylines and messing with like already built relationships and things. They were just kind of flat, this is how it is. And I think I made my my sim self, of course, like, what's the first thing you do when you play The Sims? Maybe not everybody, but I do. I made my sim self and I made my husband, and this was around the same time as my after my surgery for my ectopic pregnancy, that I made us, and I made a version of our house that like is my ideal of like remodeling and things. And I tried to, you know, make my sim self pregnant, and she didn't get pregnant 4 times. So I gave up on The Sims 4 for a little bit, just because like it was like opening a wound, and that's so dumb because it's a game, but like it was too much for me. And then finally I got back into it once I found these videos of like the Asylum Challenge and the 100 Baby Challenge and things like that that I didn't even know existed. I had done legacies in The Sims 2, and I used to post like those stories and stuff on the EA website they used to do. I was like into that, and I really wish I could get that information back, because some of those are pretty good. Or maybe I thought they were as a like preteen and they're actually not. But anyway, basically what I want to do with this video is just kind of explain why I wanted to do YouTube. A lot of my stuff is definitely going to be The Sims. I'll be playing Sims 4 and Sims 2. My laptop has The Sims 1 on it, and I don't know if I can transfer it somehow over to our computer desktop. But if I can, I'll probably play some Sims 1 too on this channel. I'm also going to take advantage of like the free games on Steam and definitely like link them in the videos, and whatever else people maybe suggest if people start watching my channel. You know, I want to create things that I enjoy doing, but I also want to create things that people enjoy watching. And I'm sure that this video probably isn't very exciting because it's just me talking, but I wanted to give this introduction and basically tell you who I am, and you know, get to know me and see my face, because there will probably be times when I don't do a face cam because I look like garbage, but I don't know, it probably doesn't matter to me. I look like garbage half the time. This is the first time I haven't looked like garbage in probably, how old's my baby? 6 months. Just kidding. Not really. I look like garbage a lot. So what I want you to do, if you've watched all the way through this video, bless you, okay? You're awesome. Thank you for watching through all of it. But what I want you to do in the comments is, if you have a favorite YouTuber, tell me who it is. Because I really like to watch new YouTubers. It could be anything. It can be gaming, it can be makeup, it can be life vloggers, it can be anything. Because I like watching everybody that I can, really. And if you don't have a favorite YouTuber, tell me like your favorite game or your favorite song or something. I want you to interact with me, especially making it through this video. It's long and it's kind of tedious, to be honest. Maybe I'll add in some like fanfares or something. I don't know. Thank you again for watching this video. I hope that you subscribe to my channel, and I hope you like my videos, and I hope you comment on them, and I hope you're staying safe from the coronavirus, and I love you all. Okay?